Now I'm going to modify the game again so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Okay. Oh, wow, holy shit! Man, there is so much.
There was more to it than we had any way of knowing.
Hello guys, andreasxp here, and today we are playing a new game on my channel, as you can see here. This game is called The Beginner's Guide, and it was made by the same guy who made a game called The Stanley Parable. And if you don't know what The Stanley Parable is, go like to Steam right now, type in the search The Stanley Parable, click buy button, and then play this game through, because this is like one of the most awesome games I've ever seen. And this is another game from this maker, so we are gonna try it right now. Begin the game. What is it about? I don't know. Yeah, but I guess they will tell us right now. Okay, it's normal controls. Thank you. Hey, mouse. Hello, mouse. How are you doing? Can I get something else? No, mouse is gone. Okay. Bye, mouse.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide.
Oh.
My name is Davey Reedon.
Hey.
I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011.
Okay.
We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda.
Coda.
Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way.
Nice.
And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008. Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com.
Can we continue now?
Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
November 2008, okay. So this is like a real story with games I can check out. Wow, okay. Oh no. Whisper machine.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Okay. So this is kind of a first-person shooter. Let's go. I don't know.
You can click to fire the gun.
Thanks. The gun has no sound. It's not just recording problems. I don't see it either.
Security call breached.
Oh no.
Alien life forms inbound.
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
Yeah, I
But
see
ultimately
that.
we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are.
I'm already
rather than for
confused
what they're not.
about what is happening right now.
Enemy force neutralized. Begin ship evacuation.
Wow.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
Yeah. Okay. Where are we going? Here? No. I can't go anywhere. Let's go back, I guess. I'm sorry. That man whose name I already forgot. I'm stuck here. Can you help me, please? Actually, the sound is really loud. Let's turn sound down a little bit. Do I like jump through the window? No. Can I go, please? What are these things? Hey! Oh, okay then. Never mind. I'm good. And I'm in the maze now.
Apparently this space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Oh, thanks, man.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Yeah. So this is the...
You there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
So they want me to sacrifice myself to disable the whisper machine. But what is the whisper machine? It's a machine that whispers? Maybe it's this girl.
This is not a branching point, unfortunately. The only option is to step into the beam.
Well, what if this whisper, this girl, it was a whisper machine and it just wants me to kill myself? What if I don't want to go here? Oh no, I can't even go back now. Great. Well, I guess we have literally no other option. Ouch.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Oh. Did the bug get me back? Or am I about to experience a bug right now? No. Oh. What? I'm going to heaven.
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but What's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions.
Okay, so we're going to experience
Let's go
tiny
ahead and
little
take a look at
games
the
now.
first game he made after leaving this one behind.
This is really so interesting. If the Stanley Parable was kind of a strange game, the past was behind her. This is really has a story and... Oh, can I...
Yep. In this game, you can only walk backwards.
What? Okay. Okay then. So I'm like going, but I always look back and see this. The past was behind her. Oh.
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Code is trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Keep changing. Can I go here now, please? When she stops and looks, it becomes clearer. Uh-huh. But if the future is always behind her, how will she find the strength to confront it?
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
I see. Still November 2008. Oh. We are playing Slenderman now. I can walk forwards now, thanks. You are now entering. Oh no. Is it a horror game? I'm entering what, sorry?
And that's it. Okay,
Oh.
The meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Okay, then. December 2008. So he was making these games pretty quick. Nonsense.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
Huh.
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
Nonsense is in every direction. It feels like I'm walking slower.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Okay. So, and I enter there. Stand on an X. What? What? No! Get away from me! What is it? Walking around confusing people.
A room that's warm and nice
You are a
and filled
gate.
with little ideas for games.
Press U to surrender. Read an enemy's
Coda
emails
would often tell
to
me
learn
that
how
he
to
didn't
beat
mind
them.
if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
Stranger appears. You must address a rally group of eager press reporters. What? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, never mind. January 2009, next month. Ready, set, fish. I'm ready. Okay. Hello. Anybody? I kind of want to say everything I want to say, before this guy starts talking, because he says some important stuff and I don't want to interrupt him. For now, I don't understand anything. Here's a door. I can jump, okay,
Well,
so...
this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Okay. Can I go? No? If I open it, there will be another thing? No. Oh. What if I do this? Yeah, okay.
Don't forget that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon. We're gonna see it a lot.
So 3 things again, okay. So basically, to go forward, you need to give up the past. Some philosophical things here. This is how I understood this game, this piece of puzzle.
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve the puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Okay. Oh, wow, holy shit! Man, there is so much!
There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world.
Wow.
Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
Holy shit. Oh, this thing again. With the ambient sounds. You're now exiting. Okay.
Aha. So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
So everything is connected. It's not just different games telling some abstract stories. Everything is a part of something. It's a great and lovely descent. Huh. A house.
Let's talk about video game development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development. To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
I see. Okay.
The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games, to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
I see, okay. I know what Source is. A lot of boxes. Nice. Can I jump? Okay, I can jump. Let's do the parkour course. Hopefully I won't fall, because I'm not sure what happens if I fall. I'm not sure what happens like the next moment. Oh, this is where am I going with this? Am I even going somewhere? Because I don't know. This feels so strange. Oh, I think I went the wrong direction. Can I do this? No. Well, I didn't even need all that path. Never mind. And what is this? I can't get to it. There's a glass window. What the... Oh, I heard something. Did the glass window open? No? No. Oh. Okay, no way back now. Oh. Well, what am I, a prisoner here, or what? Is this for me? Since I can't go anywhere, I guess it is.
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Yeah, I guess so.
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
Holy shit. So, let's go somewhere, I guess. I don't understand what's happening. But I think that's the point. To make people understand what all this means. Going down? Well, I can't go anywhere, so I guess let's go down. Nothing inside the center this time. Oh, bright sky. Finally. Again, those 3 dots. Don't know what they mean.
It's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time.
It is? Okay.
There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Well, I said my interpretation. Let's see. Let's find out if I'm right. This is a pretty long one, to be honest. Longer than other ones. Oh. Listen. You there, did you come up
Here,
from
Coda
above?
begins using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
You there, did you come from up above? What was there? Yeah, there was a vault stamped with whiteness. Yes, there was an enormous prison I spent hours in. Yes, there were these floating colored blocks. Well, let's say maybe... Well, I was most impressed by the prison, so let's say prison. There's the world above. You've been there. Now this is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before coming here. Oh, well, why not say that? Again, perfect. Now please, tell us how you solved it. Tell us the solution. Tell us how to get to the other side. Oh... So should I lie to them? I can't tell them the solution. And you cannot go back from this room to that one. Okay, let's say that I don't remember. You must think harder, please try hard to remember. It's so important that we get out of here. We must escape the prison. Can you think harder? There must be something more. Please tell us how to reach the end. Okay. Again, 3 guys. Are they the same? How did you get there? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? Oh... No, I've been right here this entire time. Let's say this just for fun. I suggest you go and see the puzzle sometime. It's not meant to be solved, but you can see it in the blank space in the middle. Well, what happens if I solve it? Not sure, but if I have any suspicion, what you find won't be worth that it takes to get there. Okay. 3 more guys? Or is it it?
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
Yeah. They have some problems with that puzzle. Oh. What is this?
It's a lamppost. Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
I see. So, okay. The purpose of the lamppost is the destination. Take notes, guys. This is something. This game is connected to the internet. As you can walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players. Okay. Nice room. Not. I'm not sure if this is
So
really
first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're gonna see have been written by Coda.
Yeah.
This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And
Okay.
I cooled off eventually.
I see. How do you beat this game? No point to this. Wow, so many notes. Holy shit, look at this. Whoa, holy shit, yeah, that's what I thought. Looks cool. Can you guys hear me? Hello. Reasonable.
Feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them. Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
Whoa. The guy over there wrote much wrong.
But it's ironic, isn't it? That
I'd be
in
rather
playing
doing
this
literally
game
anything
and
other
seeing
than
how
playing
alone
this.
Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Whoa, I'm not gonna read that. Nice comment. This is kind of I expect my comments to be. I want to read all the notes. Balls. Nice. This place makes me sad. Hey. Hello. What are you doing? I want to tell you a secret. Once upon a time I did define fun. I'm king of the world. Yeah. Where do I go though? Do I jump down there? No, I can't. What the shit is this cavern? Boring. Okay, yeah, this is very strange. There's nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. A free t-shirt. Let's just click on them. Can I go? Open sesame. Makes game. Includes door. Cannot open door. Thanks. Door how open? Need other side. Door why you so... Oh. Never mind. Someday I will meet the person who made this. I help people because of the internal God feeling I get. New room! Yay! With a painting. Or a screen or something. Click all the notes. Because there's definitely gonna happen something at the end. There's no way nothing will happen. Yes please, yes please. A lot of stuff over there. Okay, we are by the painting. Click all the stuff. Ethical. Huh. I saw a person walking down there. How it now it won't come back? Oh. Devil Tower Star. It's about how this game is pretentious and all you suck. Stop pretending you're other people. We will all die someday. Help, I'm trying to speak. Art. Truly. Agree. From up here, it looks like dots. It is dots. Okay, let's move. Level Tower Star again. Yeah, we are all here now. There must be a reason for it though. His terrible secret, he kept it well. What secret? I beat the game! Not actually. More room?
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again.
Oh.
And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
Those voices. Downward, keep
In
digging.
each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Does this puzzle have a solution? Oh my god, I've been here for literally an hour. What the fuck I do? Help! Help! This doesn't make sense. The second door won't open. Shit. How do you solve it? Developer, answers please.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
Guys, it's not so bad in here. Truly. So nice here. Yeah. Almost no one made it here. What is this? What is this sound? How do you leave notes? Well, this how. Oh man. Holy shit. What the fuck? Are you there? Please say something. It can't be anything, I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficulty talking? Speak, 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 speak. May, June 2009. Wow. Okay. Porn stars.
Okay, this one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Okay. So we're in a room. We can't exit. There's something over there. Oh, okay. A fancy house. What else? Oh. Oh.
See, like, this is it.
Oh.
The whole game.
Okay.
And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
It's the same prison with nothing else. What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? How about a TV with surround sound, a refrigerator, or put a giant hole in the ground? I want a giant hole. This is not a giant hole. What about the wall, along the wall of the room? Huge picture of a horse. I'd really like a washing machine 10 stalls lined up along the wall. I want a horse. This is not a horse. What the fuck? I think we should light up this room a bit. Skylight, full ceiling window. Let's open the baby up. I'm thinking 10 by 12 resist electric 16-inch soft LED ceiling lights with fluorescent trim. Live Tesla coils on each corner. Yeah. Oh, I meant to do another thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure none of the choices are making any difference. Nice. Oh. Hello.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
Oh. A lot of stuff.
So, okay,
oh,
he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Hello, please walk forward. Give me a second, guys, give me a second. I think we need to end it here, because this game is going to be very long, I suppose. So, just for the sake of not giving you everything right now, I'm gonna end this episode here. Please forgive me, I can't make those episodes like 6 hours long. I'm sorry. So for now, thank you for watching, guys. This is a really awesome game. There's no way I'm not playing it. I'm playing it definitely more and more and more. No matter how much of you guys watch this. But if you like this episode, leave a like. It's not just leave a like for me, leave a like for this game, because this game is so awesome. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want more videos about this game in particular. And that was andreasxp. I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.